What connects these two hills? Yes, the stone bridge I'm standing on. Bridges play such an important role in our lives. They help us overcome natural barriers and get to our destinations more efficiently. Then, how did bridges come about in the first place, especially in the China context? With those questions in mind, I went to the China Bridge Museum in Wuhan. Inside the museum, the journey starts with the basics. In ancient times, if you wanted dinner on the other side of the river, you had to get creative. Logs, vines, bamboo, even heavy rocks were used as early bridges. Survival engineering. The Hemudu relics in Zhejiang show wood planks tied with vines were nailed with animal bones. According to written records, by the Shang dynasty, which was 1600 to 1000 BC, wooden bridges were already in use. Fast forward to the Qing dynasty, where one mega bridge had 750 wooden pillars. Serious carpentry skills. Then the Han dynasty came along with a variety. Beam bridges, floating bridges, even suspension bridges. Imagine seeing those back then. And here's the star from my school days, Zhaozhou Bridge. If it made it into the Chinese textbook, you know it's a big deal. This bridge was built during the Sui dynasty by engineer Li Chun. Textbooks loved it, and now I get why. It's about 64 meters long, 9 meters wide, with an arch spanning about 37 meters, a record that lasted until the 14th century. The segmental arch shape wasn't just stylish, it distributed weight brilliantly. And those two arch side openings? Man, they weren't just decoration. They reduced bridge's weight and acted as emergency flood drains. Genius. Of course, no Chinese bridge is complete without legends. One legend says master craftsman Lu Ban built it. When two immortals from 8 immortals crossing the sea tested the bridge, they piled on the sun, the moon, and 5 famous mountains in China. The bridge started to shake. Worried it might collapse, Lu Ban leapt into the river and held up the west side with his bare hand. They say his handprint remained in the stone. And even today, people believe the west side is the safer one because Lu Ban himself reinforced it. Oh, and that's not all. Donkey hoof prints, wheel tracks, and dents supposedly left by immortals can still be seen. Whether fact or fancy, the legends made this bridge a living storybook. But don't just stare at the big arch. Look closer. The railings hide a stone zoo of over 500 lions. Some roar, some nap with half-closed eyes, some cradling cubs. There's even a legend that one craftsman secretly carved the builder's grandson's face into a cup. Today, you can still spot one lion with big round eyes that looks less fierce, more cute. If you could pick one of these lions as your guardian pet, which one would you choose? Here's the wildest story. When the last stone block didn't fit, Li Chun, the bridge builder, dreamed of a god who said, "A copper coin will balance the world." He slipped one into a lion's mouth, and boom, the bridge stood firm. So, what's actually inside the lion's mouth? In 1984, restorers found a tiny wooden peg in one lion, probably for fixing the carving. Another had a Ming Dynasty ceramic shard stuck between its teeth, maybe from a visitor. And today, Staff pull out hundreds of coins every year. Chinese yuan, dollars, even euros. Because nowadays, people just keep feeding the lions their wishes, just like the Trevi fountain in Rome. Legends aside, the bridge's real toughness is even more impressive. The stone giant has survived 8 earthquakes and 54 floods. One quake's epicenter was just 40 kilometers away. Imagine that. And yet, here it stands, steady as ever. Why? Solid materials and smart design, plus 8 restorations over 1400 years. Not bad for an ancient stone bridge, hey? So what connects these hills that were mentioned in my opening question? Not just stone, but thousands of years of creativity, survival, and stories. After all, it's not just a bridge you cross, it's a bridge that has crossed time itself.